from the worlds of the Genesis of Androzani Advent Calendar. Now that's what I call an inner groove.
I know the sun is hot, mosquitoes come, suck your blood and leave you there.
So we've had Chad Channing on drums for the last 5. Now we're going to take a small break from him, and he'll be back later. The next 3 songs have a man named Dale Crover on drums, and the next song we have is called Floyd the Barber. So yeah, this one definitely had the nastiest lyrics so far.
Yeah, Jesus. That was insane.
Yep. Yeah. Just to be clear, this is not a real story, this is fiction. So don't be too concerned.
No, yeah, don't worry. I get it.
Yeah.
There's a song by The Pretty Reckless called Sweet Things, which is told from the POV of a young girl who a dude grabs her like from to the back of a van and like puts makeup on her and everything like that and she's like, oh, are you proud of me and everything like that. It kind of reminds me of that idea of just the exploitation of young people, because Pretty Things is about Taylor Momsen's relationship with the Hollywood industry, basically, because she was forced to be a child actor, and that entire thing has scarred her for life, basically. This kind of reminds me of that idea of being like just exploited by the people around you without you being able to defend yourself.
Exploitation is the word to use for this song.
It was definitely it leaned very much into hardcore rock, and then the lyrics leaned to very sadistic story. I think it was the line when I sort of noticed what was happening, the PP pressed against my lips. It was like, oh, okay.
And then
this is very.
I die smothered in Aunt B's muff.
Yeah, that is. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh.
So for context, the The title and the lyrics of the song are inspired by a 1960s TV program called The Andy Griffith Show. Floyd, Barney, Opie, and Aunt Bee were characters in the portrayal of a small, idyllic American town called Mayberry. And Kurt Cobain uses the show's innocent setting to tell a twisted story of going to the barber for a shave, only to end up being held captive, then tortured, raped, and murdered by the locals. Using this platform, he makes a philosophical point describing how people of the time whitewashed their 50s upbringing to the point of refusing to acknowledge the real social issues of the time. So yeah, he's kind of like, he is being very direct, which he does a lot. But he's basically being like, hey, you can act like everything's hunky-dory and ignore it and be all whitewashed and tally-ho, but there's some real fucked up shit going on that you need to, you should probably know about, because people are being exploited.
I can't see, I'm really scared. I'm just like, yeah, no, I can't. Like, refusing to, not be forced not to acknowledge, the suffering again.
By using a fictional setting, it makes it a bit more palatable, because if this was a real story, I think it could genuinely be really, really upsetting if that was revealed in a song. By, someone else's story used in a song like that could be really upsetting, but because he's used of fictional characters, it means he's more pointing at the actual actions as opposed to the specific circumstance of what he's referencing. And I think that makes it different. But it's certainly not a song for the for someone who's looking for something a bit more tender, because this is a very direct message of, hey, this shit happens, and it's fucked up, and you should probably know about it. Yeah,
it's there's a lot of songs that he writes that are like that, of him just being like, the world is fucked up, because he was depressed. He has a very negative outlook on life. Yeah, so it's the kind of thing where he often is just like, dude, everything sucks. Like, look how awful everything is, and he brings it to the worst possible version of anything, because that's how his brain works. He's just always thinking about.
I do think that nihilism in some places does make him a bit of a controversial figure, I think, in culture, because he is so negative. But at the same time, most of us that are artistically inclined can read through his words and I can see his passion and his upset with the world comes from a very justified place, I think. Hence why the need to be counterculture, because the culture itself is so fucked. In terms of musically though, in terms of instrumental, I really like the riff of don 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 don, just very grabbing the bull by the horns.
Yeah, it kind of feels like a monstrous in a way, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it feels... Fuck, I forgot the word. Imposing. It feels imposing. There's this huge situation, I guess, which is, what he describes that's going on, that, that child is forced through without being able to acknowledge or do anything about it.
And he uses, really dark humor to tell the story as well.
Yeah.
Floyd breathes hard, I hear a zip, PP pressed against my lips. It's formed like a joke, but it's really messed up because it's rape.
Yeah.
And then the murder later. They take turns and cut me up. I die smothered in Aunt Bee's muff. But, Kurt Cobain scaring the shit out of you is not, it's not... it's something I come to expect with him. He's very direct. Doesn't really give two shits about, subtlety sometimes. He'll just tell you what he thinks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There is one song on In Utero that got a lot of backlash for that, and we'll get to it when we get to that album.